G'day mates, welcome back to Traveling Kangaroo, your portal to the wonders and mysteries of Australia. Today, we're diving deep into a perplexing question. Why is Western Australia, a landmass larger than most European countries, so sparsely populated? Australia, the island continent, is renowned for its vast landscapes and diverse ecosystems. Yet, its human population tells a different story, one of uneven distribution and intriguing anomalies. While the eastern seaboard bustles with urban centers, a vast expanse of the West remains sparsely inhabited. Imagine a country as large as the United States, yet with a population less than that of Texas. That's the reality of Australia, with a population density of just 3 people per square kilometer. This disparity becomes even more apparent when we focus on Western Australia. This immense state, encompassing over 2.5 million square kilometers, is home to a mere 2.7 million people. This means that for every person in Western Australia, there are vast stretches of land untouched by human settlements, a stark contrast to the densely populated cities of the East Coast. To understand this unusual demographic pattern, we must journey back in time to the arrival of European colonists in the 18th century. While the East Coast, with its fertile lands and temperate climate, quickly became a hub for colonial settlements, Western Australia remained largely neglected. The early colonists, primarily interested in agriculture and trade, found little to entice them in the West. The land, arid and unforgiving, presented a formidable challenge to their established agricultural practices. The vast distances and limited access to water further compounded their difficulties. This neglect had a devastating impact on the Aboriginal populations, who had called this land home for millennia. Displaced from their traditional lands and subjected to violence and disease, the Aboriginal people of Western Australia faced immense hardship during the colonial era. The legacy of this displacement is still felt today, with ongoing struggles for recognition, land rights, and social justice. The colonial perception of Western Australia as a remote and desolate outpost left an indelible mark on its development. For centuries, it remained on the periphery of national consciousness, its vast potential overshadowed by the economic and political dominance of the eastern states. Western Australia's geography shapes its population patterns. Vast deserts, rugged coastlines, and extreme climates define this land. The sheer size challenges human habitation. Vast distances hinder social and economic networks. Isolation shapes the land and its people. Western Australia is one of the driest inhabited continents. The outback's arid expanse poses significant challenges. Lack of water hinders population growth. Coastal areas are more temperate, but the interior remains uninhabitable. Boom and bust, the resource curse of Western Australia. Despite the environmental challenges, Western Australia possesses an undeniable allure: its vast mineral wealth. The discovery of gold in the late 19th century sparked the first of many mining booms, attracting waves of prospectors and adventurers seeking their fortune. Today, Western Australia stands as a global mining powerhouse, with vast reserves of iron ore, gold, nickel, and natural gas. This resource wealth has fueled economic growth and transformed the state's capital, Perth, into a modern metropolis. However, this reliance on mining has come at a cost. Western Australia's economy is highly susceptible to fluctuations in global commodity prices, leading to cycles of boom and bust. This volatility makes it difficult to attract and retain a diverse workforce, as people are often drawn to the state during periods of high demand, but leave when the boom subsides. Moreover, the concentration of economic activity in the mining sector has hindered the development of other industries. This lack of economic diversity limits job opportunities and makes it challenging to create a more sustainable and resilient economy. A thirsty land water as a barrier to growth. The question of water looms large over any discussion of population growth in Western Australia. The state's limited rainfall and arid conditions make it heavily reliant on groundwater and desalination plants for its water supply. Perth, the state capital, has emerged as a global leader in desalination technology, using seawater to supplement its dwindling water resources. However, desalination is an energy-intensive process, raising concerns about its environmental impact and long-term sustainability. Furthermore, the distribution of water resources remains a contentious issue. The needs of a growing population must be balanced against the ecological requirements of fragile ecosystems and the rights of Aboriginal communities to access water on their traditional lands. The challenges of water scarcity are not insurmountable, but they require innovative solutions and a commitment to sustainable water management practices. As the population of Western Australia continues to grow, so too will the urgency of finding ways to quench its thirst. Ancient custodians navigating Indigenous land rights. No discussion about Western Australia's future is complete without acknowledging the significant role of its Indigenous people. As the traditional custodians of this land for millennia, they hold unique perspectives on its management and development. The issue of Indigenous land rights is complex and multifaceted. Native title claims, which recognize the ongoing connection of Aboriginal people to their traditional lands, have been a source of tension and debate. Balancing the rights of traditional owners with the demands of economic development remains an ongoing challenge. However, there is growing recognition of the importance of incorporating Indigenous knowledge and perspectives into land management and conservation efforts. Collaborative approaches, where Indigenous communities are actively involved in decision-making processes, offer a pathway towards a more equitable and sustainable future. Respecting Indigenous land rights and cultural heritage is not just a moral imperative. It is essential for the ecological and social well-being of Western Australia. By working together, we can create a future where both people and the environment can thrive. Western Australia tomorrow, between potential and uncertainty. Western Australia, a land of immense potential, faces significant challenges. Its vastness is now an asset for innovation and sustainable development. Renewable energy offers opportunities and challenges. Sunshine and wind position it as a clean energy powerhouse. Investment and diversification are crucial. A skilled workforce is essential. Addressing housing, education, and healthcare is vital. The story of Western Australia is still being written. Its future depends on today's choices. The potential is there, waiting to be unlocked. Thanks for joining us on this journey across Western Australia. Subscribe to Traveling Kangaroo for more explorations. Visit travelingkangaroo.com for more information. Until next time, keep exploring. Traveling Kangaroo.